All right, we are live. It has been a while. I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to get here, and we'll talk about what we're doing today. Um, Hopefully those notifications went out. What I'm doing is very bad to my camera. Very, very bad. They make cleaning solutions and stuff for these cameras, and I'm huffing and puffing on the lens. Um, if you are here, let me know. Make your presence known. Looks like we got some of you guys just joining up now. I was in a mood to do a live today. I was just like, you know what? I got some extra time on my hands. Normally, when I go live, when I decide I am going to go live, it's generally around like 10:30 p.m. My time, which is on the West Coast. So a lot of you guys miss the lives, so I'm doing it 8:30 my time. So even if you're on the East Coast and you're one of those late birds, you can catch the live at 11:30 your time. GRG, what's up, my brother? How are you doing, my man? Hope all is well over there. Hope you're still killing it on those karaoke's, man. Uh, I was telling, forget who I was telling. I think I was telling Austin or AJ that one of these times when I go out to visit AJ, we gotta go do some karaoke, man. That'd be hilarious. I actually like doing karaoke. It's kind of fun. I did it for the first time about 4 years ago. I kind of got set up and was thrown into doing some karaoke. Um, we're all chilling at the bar at one of the tables, and all of a sudden I hear my name get called, and it's like it felt like I was the only one in the room, and the spotlight was on me, and I was kind of forced to do it, but then it turned out it wasn't so bad. So we're good. Richard Ireland, what's up, man? Um, so my objective tonight is I was going through some of my old videos. I like to kind of see some of my old videos and kind of what was going on, what I was thinking, what I was creating, and I came across a video that was so simple, yet I loved it so much. It was just a video of me filming ball pythons, no talking, none of that stuff in it. So I want some really good angles. I'm gonna pull out my macro lens, get some really close-up shots of a bunch of my snakes. I will do an intro on it just to let everyone know what the video is gonna consist of, and then it's just gonna be strictly ball pythons, so you guys get to see my ball pythons. Um, since I am having an evening to myself, we'll be drinking a Stella. So pour your drinks up. If you're here, let me know. Waiting for a couple more people to pile up in here, and we'll just chit chat ball pythons. Oh, there goes my washing machine again. I thought it was done cycling. So this is my beer opener. I've had this since you're gonna think very bad of me, but I've had this probably since I was like 12 years old. I found it in a drawer or something like that, and it just kind of went from keychain to keychain over the years. But it's perfect for you know opening beers. So um, who knows? Maybe it'll be a family heirloom, and I get to pass it on to you know somebody in the family one day. But let me pour this beer. I'm gonna grab a snake, and we'll talk a little bit about the season. Things are going really good over here, actually. Um, but cheers. Nothing like cracking the first one. Um, Real quick, I do get asked every now and again what camera I use. So this is a Canon. It's probably going to be backwards for you, but it's a Canon EOS T7i. So the difference between the T7s or like the T6s, the T5s, uh, if they don't have the eye, they don't have the uh, the flip screen, and they're a little bit more limited. The eyes are more designed for video, so you can flip your screen, you can flip it all the way around, do it that way. But this is an awesome camera. I think I paid like 800 or 900 bucks for it in a package. So it came with a few accessories and whatnot. But this has been a good camera for the last 3 or 4 years. So highly recommend Canon cameras. The picture quality is unmatched. Um, but do you guys have any questions for me? Anything you guys want to see? In about 10 minutes or so, I'm going to get the camera going. And then I'm going to do some filming, and I'll let you guys kind of um, chill with each other in the chat room, I'll definitely be showing the snakes as I film them, and we'll talk a little bit more. Jeff Moore, what's up, brother? How are you doing, man? GDH looking good, brother. Yeah, man, I had to trim my beard. I did it about a month and a half ago. I don't know if you guys remember. It was like down to here. Like, I kid you not. It was nice and full. Some clowns. Yeah, I got a few clowns I can show you. Um, got some het clowns too. It's gonna be a nice, heavy clown season this coming season. So we'll be spitting out a bunch of cool clown combos, a bunch of cool hets. Um, a lot of really powerful hets I'm shooting for this year. I'm gonna shoot for some acid clown hets, uh, some Orange Dream multi combo hets. I do have the visual Orange Dream. Matter of fact, let me grab them. This guy just had his shed. His colors never come out really good on camera, but he's an Orange Dream Blade Clown. Very simple, but very powerful at the same time. He's got a lot of really nice tear droppings going on. It's a really good boy. One thing I am going to put him to for sure is I'm going to put him to a Black Magic because I really want to go the Orange Dream Black Pastel Clown route. So I'm going to shoot for a few females if I can to hold back. Because I really, really want to do some nice dark and contrasted red, orange colored clowns in the future. Had a beautiful 7 egg laid today. My Batgirl Super Stoked male was Pastel Enchi Desert Ghost Clown. Nice, dude. Great pairing there. Can't wait to see what hatches out. That's going to be very awesome. What's your plans for him this coming season? So I'm going to show you guys something real quick. So I don't know if you guys do this or not. This is actually my first year putting it down on paper, but these are all my breeding plans for this coming season. So I've got like 32, 33 females on here with another 2 or 3 that are going to potentially get added to this list because some of my females, I did some feeding this weekend and did some weights, and some of the females I didn't know were as big as they were. You lose sight of it. And like for instance, my banana clown girl, she's like 950 grams, and I've been feeding her small rats for a good 6 months without realizing she was that big. So definitely I'm gonna offer her first medium this coming week. But her mom went from a baby to sitting on eggs in about 2 years, and she's right there with her. So that banana line that I use, Jeff Moore has banana leopard het clown girl or pos het clown girl, and for some reason that banana line, they just grow like weeds. Yo, sick with it. What's up, my dude? Ridiculous reptiles. What's good? But yeah, man, these are my breeding plans. I have this kind of stuff listed on my Patreon, and no, I'm not promoting Patreon or anything like that. A lot of times I do free posts over there, so you don't have to pay to follow me on Patreon. But like stuff like this, I really don't want to put out there to the world to see. But I feel like my Patreon supporters, they're the ones who are actually paying to support me, so I feel they deserve to know what's going on before everybody else does. I know you guys aren't going to really catch much of this, but this thing is loaded with puzzle stuff, clown stuff, desert ghost stuff, hypo stuff, a few odds and ends. I'm going to shoot for I'm going to put the Acid Orange Dream Blitz to the Super Pastel Blitz. We're going to see if we can make an Acid Super Blitz combo there. So I got a lot of like unique stuff. I'm always trying to do the obscure pairings if possible. And while I have like visual recessive stuff, I always shoot for the double head stuff first. Yeah, the Jeff, that is the sister that I'm talking about. I'll pull her out right now. Look at this guy. This guy, I attempted at breeding him this past season, but he got scared. He was a little on the small side and then stopped eating. But I don't know if I can show this. He's got an angry emoji right here. You can kind of see it. He's got a little angry emoji. It's just a random black splotch right there. So I already moved the banana clown to the adult rack over here. Again, I didn't realize she was as big as she was. Because every time I would see her or grab her, she was always coiled up. But yeah, this is 1 year right here. She's nice and big. And her brother, the same thing. The Gotham is probably like 700 grams. Just this banana line I'm working with, I got it from Brent Sheets. They just grow like weeds. Appreciate it, Ridiculous Reptiles, for hitting the like button. Love the puzzle. Yeah, puzzle. There's pastel het puzzle, um, pastel yellow belly pos het puzzle. Oh, by the way, this is the first time I'm announcing this. Pastel het puzzle just ovulated last week, so we have shots at puzzle for this season. Killer Belly Posset Puzzle, Killer Belly Posset Puzzle, and Bumble Belly Posset Puzzle. That's from the Super Pastel Yellow Belly Het Puzzle to I think it was a Killer Bee female that I put him to 2 years ago, and all four of those are ready to go too. So we're gonna have four, plus she should be able to go again. 4 or 5 chances at some puzzle combos this coming season. I'm going to be putting the Pastel Lesser Het Puzzle and the Pastel Enchi Het Puzzle. They're going to be cycling through those girls. I'm going to double up on them, so whoever takes it, takes it. Mine is up over 850. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, dude, they grow like weeds. Nice. So, super stoked about this season, man. I'll read off some of these. We got Pastel Enchi Desert Ghost going to a Mojave Leopard. You guys know I got the Acid Orange Dream Blitz male. I'm going to be throwing them to a Firefly because the Acid Fireflies, those things are just amazing. And you throw Orange Dream and Blitz on top, and yeah, we're going to have some serious heat right there. One of my favorite pairings that I'm going to go for is, a lot of you guys know I'm a Blackhead, huge Blackhead fan. Bought into the project about a little over a year ago, and I've got a bunch of Blackhead stuff that's going to be ready this season. But let me grab the male. I don't show this guy enough, and he's one of my favorites. Probably won't have him after this season, but we'll see. Yellow Belly. Hands down, best example I've ever seen. And when I was originally shopping for a Blackhead Yellow Belly, because I already knew I wanted a Blackhead Yellow Belly, I had seen a few available, and they just didn't impress me much. So I waited a little bit longer, and then this guy showed up from, I believe it was Corey Woods. I think that's who I got it from. And he was just breathtaking as a baby boy. He's just jet black, beautiful. He's got so much iridescence on him too. He's gorgeous male. Camera's not doing him justice. But he's going to go to a Asphalt Blackhead Pastel this season. So there will be a shot at Super Blackhead, Freeway, with Pastel in the mix. I think Pastel will actually go really nice with that if it's produced. Because the Pastel Freeways in themselves are just absolutely nuts. That's one combination Pastel really shines, is the Freeway stuff. So I think that's going to be rad, man. Nice. Aquaballs, what's up, my man? How you doing, man? I got those stickers. I don't know if you've seen the video I posted, what was it, yesterday? That got like no views on it. But I got your stickers and I have it put up on my incubator already. So I really appreciate it. Those stickers are awesome, man. So I put yours up there, and I put like 4 other stickers that I got in the mail up there as well. But yeah, we've got a shot at 1, 2, 3, 4 Blackhead females that are going to go Blackhead combos. So we got Blackhead Hypo Red Gene, Blackhead Hypo Ringer Gene, Blackhead Calico, and Asphalt Blackhead Pastel females that are going to go. Let's see, do I have other Blackhead stuff in here that's going? No, that's it for the Blackhead stuff. Okay, brother, cool. Let's see. I've got 1 big pied, Pastel Enchi pied. So I got 4 pied girls that are going to be going. Let me show you the male that I was planning on breeding them too. So this is the male I was planning on breeding them to, but I don't think he's going to get sized up. So I might have to go a different route. I might have to produce some more heads this season. But he is a pastel leopard yellow belly pied. He's right at 250 grams. He only likes to, for some reason, only likes to take rat pups that are live. And I have to leave them in there overnight, and he'll eat them. I'm not worried about leaving live rat pups overnight because they don't have teeth yet. So he's not going to get bit, but he eats them. So I have to throw one in there like every other day or so just to kind of get some size on him. But who knows? He might go late in the season, and we'll go for it. I know one of these pied girls is probably going to be the big one. I'm going to put the Pastel Enchi Desert Ghost in to shoot for the male double het because my Pastel Enchi double het pied Desert Ghost female and the Pastel double het female, those girls are already pushing 800 grams, so they're going to be ready next season. So, are you working with Spot Nose? I picked up a pair of blackhead hypos from AJ. Yeah, I know, man. I saw that. That's awesome. So, one of the blackhead hypo girls is going to go to the blackhead hypo male I have. He's a possible super red gene. Let me show him to you guys. But yeah, this guy's going to do some work this season. So he's a blackhead hypo. He's a for sure red gene. I mean, you can see all of that red on him. But we think that, and I got him from Tallgrass Reptiles, we think that he's a super red gene because I have a blackhead hypo red gene, and she's not nearly as red as this. Like, look at all that blushing. Like, super red. This guy's awesome. He's got paradox on his head. Looks like he got smeared poop on it. And then when he was a little bit smaller, it's still there, but you guys won't be able to see it. But he's got a red blotch on one of his alien heads. Nice morph. Yeah, he's super nice. But yeah, we're gonna go for the, and it'll be pretty easy to hit, because it'll be both visuals. But we're gonna go for the super blackhead hypo. So we're gonna save one of those for that, and then the other one I'm gonna put the black pastel yellow belly crystal het hypo to the other blackhead. So, everything will be either special or Mojave, and then we have a shot at, multi-combo hypo combos there. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be the season, man. This is going to be, I thought last season was the breakout season, which it pretty much was, set me up nice, but this coming season is going to really set it off over here. Because a lot of these long-term projects I had, the 2 or 3 year projects, are finally coming up to date. So it's going to be heavy recessive. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Desert Ghost females that are going to be ready to go too. So we have a shot at multi-gene visual Desert Ghost combos. Have a shot at Pastavi Desert Ghost combos, pastel Enchi Pewter combos, more pastel Enchi Desert Ghost combos. So we'll have a good shot at that. Pinstripe combos with the Desert Ghost stuff. Let's see, I got the Banana Het Clown girl that's going to go, the Het Clown girl that's going to go, the Clown, the Pastel Clown, and maybe even the Banana Clown visual girl that's going to go. And then we're going to put that Gotham and that Orange Dream Blade Clown to a few of these other females up here for some hets. So we'll have a nice recessive season for sure. So it's gonna be a good one. If everything goes right, I should have 25 to like 30 clutches or so in that range. Your next season is going to rock for you. So awesome. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I did a lot of planning. I held off a bunch of stuff this season so I can get some size on it for this coming season. Plus, I had a little bit of a food shortage, so that also was the reason why I didn't want to chance it on the females being slightly smaller. I did on a couple females, and my biggest clutch, up until the clutch that was laid when was it laid? Like 2 weeks ago. I had no more than 5 eggs in a clutch. I have 4 clutches. All 4 of them were 5 eggs, and then the Het Desert Ghost girl dropped 6 eggs. So they were a little on the smaller side, and that was the result. If you have a possible super red gene too, I'll send. Yeah, dude, send me some pictures, man. That'll be dope. Um, but yeah, man, we're stay tuned though. So let's see. Next Wednesday is going to be day 50 on 2 clutches. So by that Sunday, I should start seeing some pipping, and you guys will see some baby videos coming up. And then I think it's another week or two after that, I've got a 3rd clutch. Another week or two after that, I've got the 4th clutch, and then it'll be about another month and a half for the last clutch of the season. Well, plus we have the pastel het puzzle clutch that's coming. Good decision. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, I got a lot on this breeders list. It's man. Have you guys planned your next coming season? Like, do you guys write it down? Let me know what you guys do when you guys plan for your season. In the past, what I would do is I would take pictures of my females. That way I can examine them and kind of think about which way I wanted to go. And then I still do it, but I go to like World of Ball Pythons. I go to Mark Market. I see what like the 2 gene combos are looking like, and then I can kind of guess what the 3 or 4 gene combos are going to look like, or the recessive combos are going to look like, and that's pretty much how I plan it. I am working with another YouTuber to buy one of his adult breeder females that's going to push the Desert Ghost project forward. So that's going to be awesome if it all works out. Take your time, don't rush it, it will come. Absolutely. I've been doing this for going on 10 years, and I'm just barely at this point. The first couple years I didn't take it so serious, but it was also a different time too. You couldn't buy the multi-gene combos like you can now, and if you could, you needed the $2 to $3 grand to buy them, or even more than that on some of them. My Bumblebee male that I still have, he's the OG Ball Python Morph. It's a Bumblebee male, that's all he is. Can't talk, I'm kind of stuffed up. But yeah, he's just a simple Bumblebee male. I paid over $400 for him back in 2011. And that was a good deal back then. But I remember single gene pastels and whatnot. I paid $850 for an adult female butter, like 2 years after that. So it was just working really slow. I'm working on the chocolate spot nose clown. That is awesome. I really like where Justin took the chocolate and the spot nose clowns. Amazing job. Keep up all the great work. Super awesome to see hard work pay off. Yeah, man. In case you guys missed yesterday's video, I'll show you the mail. I gotta go grab them from over there because that's where I keep a quarantine rack. Okay. But this was the mail I picked up. He's a pastel spot nose. He's double het or he's possible a triple het, but he's a double het Desert Ghost clown, and he's also 50% het hypo. He hasn't been the greatest eater. I picked him up 2 weeks ago. He's eaten once for me, thankfully, but he's right about 300 grams. So if I can get him sized up, I'm going to put him to one of the Desert Ghost combos and one of the clown combos, so we can try for some of that this season. But next season, he's going to go to my 2 Lemon Blast girls that are both double het Desert Ghost clown, and both of those girls are right about 700-800 grams too. So next season, they're going to be ready. The chocolate is amazingly beautiful in the blackheads. Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't a huge fan of the chocolate for a long time because, again, like when I first got into it, chocolate was around and there wasn't a whole lot done with it that was impressive. You know, people were putting it into pastels and, you know, basic stuff, and it wasn't doing it for me. They weren't combining well. But once Justin got that into the clown, that totally changed the game. It really, really put a strong touch on the clown project. So that's definitely a good way to go. But that's what's cool about a lot of the older genes is, you know, you can bring them back to life if you just unlock it. Every gene, you know, is a lock and key. You just got to figure out, you know, what's the lock and what's the key. Great to see you back on the late night lives, man. You know me, I just do them spontaneously. I wouldn't say I'm back because who knows what I'll do in the next one. Me and YouTube, it's a love hate relationship. Sometimes I hate doing it because I put a lot of work into it, and then the algorithms just kick my ass, and I see people with hate to say it, but with shitty content getting tons of views, and for me it's not so much about like all the views and whatnot. It's just I don't want to put all this hard work and it goes unseen. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'm like, do I really want to go out of my way to make this so nobody will really see it? And then sometimes it's fun because as far as like the shooting and editing, I love that stuff. That is fun to me. Putting the music on, cutting, doing some videography, that stuff to me is a lot of fun. But again, it's a love hate because sometimes I'll put 3-4 hours into a video and it doesn't do good. It does 150 views in a day when I've got 9,000 subscribers. So the way I see it, it's like I'm doing something wrong, and then that kills it for me. And then I'll go 2-3 weeks without making a video just because I'm like, what's the point? And then I have people that follow me and care that are like, dude, you need to put out some content. I miss your videos. I miss this. So then that gets me doing it again. So that's just me being honest with you. But I'm always on Facebook. I'm always on Instagram because it's a lot easier. It's a lot quicker. I can do a simple little post. I can do a quick little meme, and then I'm still putting stuff out there. So that's what it is. I would like to have just a normal ball python for my first snake. So Debbie, do you have anything? A normal is great, man. Normal, got nothing bad to say about a normal because normals are like historically like the strongest thriving ball python you can get because they aren't genetically mutated. They are what they are. They're the base genetic. It's when we start adding these genetics that things go wrong, like wobbles, deformities, snakes just suddenly dropping dead. I had that actually happen at the beginning of the year. I had an adult super pastel lesser, came in to check on her. She's been eating, she's been drinking. She was just dead in her tub. And I couldn't figure out what it was, but then when I flipped her over, I noticed she had a lump about a fourth or a third of the way down on her neck. So I'm like, okay, she's already dead. I dissected her, and it was just a growth that she had that must have blocked her airways. Stuff like that you just can't predict. It just happens, but you don't really see that with normal ball pythons. They're very hardy. They're not genetically mutated, and they live long lives. Take the good from the bad. Not yet. Just 3 turtles right now. Awesome. I've got a redfoot tortoise. I'm trying to learn from everyone so I know what I'm getting into. That is the best thing you can do. Don't be impulsive. Take your time. How can I get my 2 ball pythons on frozen thawed? That is the age-old question, my friend. There is no home remedy for that. There's things you can try and maybe it'll help, but not always the case. What sometimes works for me, and it works for my blackhead hypo, because he was eating live at one point. He ate it for like a few offerings, and then he just absolutely refused to eat, and he would not eat anything at all. So one night what I did is I gave him, he has a hide, so he has a nice little hide box, and what I do is I take a frozen thawed rat and I leave it with him overnight, and he eats it every single time, and he's done that for the last 3 or 4 months. So that's just what I had to do, and that's what I had to figure out for him. So try that. That's the best thing I can say is try that. Sometimes you have to offer a different type of prey or a different size. Sometimes when they're too big, they're intimidating to the snake and they don't want to eat it. A lot of times it can be how you're offering it to them too. So sometimes I'll see videos where people have the feeding tongs and they're dangling the rat, from tail to head, and they're shaking it in front of the snake. So the snake has to essentially look up to see it, and it's totally changing its natural way of eating. Snakes don't strike up when they eat necessarily. They're ground dwellers, so they get their prey, head on, so that I've seen could be an issue. What I like to do is I like to get the rodent by the middle of the body, put it flat down against the ground, and almost act like if it's crawling, and that'll work. But I only feed the adults frozen thawed whenever I have a shortage of live, but everything else gets fed live because I have the ability to do it. I've got a rat rack right behind you guys, that's been taking off, and I've been having a nice steady supply of rodents for all of the smaller stuff, and I've been going once a week to like a rodent supplier to get the rest. Um, but yeah, socializing them now. But yeah, so I know I was gonna bring you guys in here and I was gonna show you, some filming. I'm gonna get a few of these, and then I'm gonna try to release, depending on what time it is. We're already 30 minutes in. Depending on how much time I have, I'm gonna try to put this together and release it tomorrow. But at the very latest, it'll get released Friday. But again, it's just gonna be me shooting the snakes, and that's pretty much it. Throwing some music on it. I'm gonna get some good angles. I'm gonna get out the macro lens so we can get up close. We can see their eyes. We can get a good look at these snakes. Because I went to, again, if you guys came in late, I went to one of my older videos. I saw that I did that. It actually got a good amount of feedback on that video for just filming. I have this one guy say, I'm a tattoo artist. These type of videos, I love them because I can be tattooing and I can have that playing in the background and I can peek up and see these awesome snakes. So I thought that was kind of cool. I wouldn't mind feeding live if I could find a rodent supplier near me. Yeah. My biggest piece of advice too is if you're keeping them as a pet, you don't really have to worry about this. But if you ever want to get to a point where you're breeding your snakes, it is, and I hated that I had to do it, but I'm glad that I did do it. But breeding your own it's a time saver. You can size up your snakes much quicker because you have your own supply of food. You can offer a little bit more frequently. You can offer bigger, healthier sizes. I've gotten rodents from a few different people. Some of the rodents, they just smelled like piss. They looked like they were living in overcrowded containers because their fur was yellow, which means that they were saturated in piss. And my rodents, I separate them as much as I can. I try to even out the tubs, and none of them ever stink. I mean, I still get the smell because they poop and they pee, but they never have a really strong odor, and they never look like they're saturated in piss. They're always nice and white if they're white, nice healthy fur. You're just feeding better quality food to your animals, and in result, they size up quicker. Last year, like doubled in size in like a matter of months. So I definitely recommend that way. But yeah, real quick, I'm gonna shoot maybe like one or two of these snakes. I'll let you guys ask questions in the chat. I'm gonna peek on it, and you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna start out with the blackhead. This girl wants to kill me always, but hypo, Regine. You can see she's always really uneasy. But yeah, let's see. So let's see. Genomic Labs, what's up? I breed my own much easier than struggling to find someone to buy from. Absolutely. I think I've got about 70 ball pythons, and when I experienced that food shortage 2 times in the last 6 months, or 8 months, it really worried the heck out of me, seriously. So this girl wants to kill me. So what's cool is, you guys watching here in the live, you're gonna see this footage in the next video. This girl wants to kill me. She is cocked back, ready to aim. So, of course, I left my memory card with my laptop. Jesus, talk about planning. Okay, so she's ready for me. Let me pull her out. Let you guys get a better look at her, so you guys can see what I'm gonna film. This girl is beautiful. She was in the thumbnail. Either her or her sister are part of the thumbnail. I think it is this one. But this is the red gene. So let me pull out that male again so you can see why I think this is a super red. You see the difference? This guy is the super red. This is the regular red. So you can see some of the reddish tones. You can kind of see them on her head. But then when you see his head, sorry, the lighting's going to be bad. When you see his head and all the colors, you can see why we think he's a super red. Just night and day difference. This girl wants nothing to do with me. So we'll do this. We'll give it like another 10 minutes on the live. If you guys want to see something, let me know and I'll show it off. And then I'm going to get off so I can film some of these snakes. so I can put out another video for you guys. So we'll give it till, you know, another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. She's sick, bro. Yeah, dude, she's dope, man. And I got her sister too. I live in a 2 bedroom apartment with my fiance and son. I'm not sure the manager would be okay with me breeding rodents. Plus, never really had the best luck with rodents as pets. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't blame you. If you're in an apartment, it's kind of not much you can really do. I've been there, man. I've been there, trying to trying to hide my snake racks when they would come do their annual inspections. Oh man, I don't miss that, not one bit. And we bought our house here 4 years ago, so it's not like I have to worry about that here at the house either. But yeah, man, I remember I used to get I used to get bed sheets, like black bed sheets, and I would cover the racks, and they would never ask what was behind them. So I got lucky with that. It's none of their business, you know, but I just remember like, oh man, we got our annual inspection. I would have one whole wall just covered with black sheets. All these racks with black sheets. Do you have any pinstripes? Yes, I do. How is your boa doing? She's doing good, man. I'll bust her out. I feel the same way about you too. Yeah, man. I know, dude. You're really sporadic with your videos. Are spontaneous. Let me grab my boa. She's getting big, man. She's getting big, but I don't overfeed her. I feed her a small rat every week. I don't need her to get huge or anything like that. But she is growing. Every now and again, I'll give her, you know, a larger than normal size meal, just to get a little bit more size on her. But she's right about 2 years old, and you can see she's not massive. I wasn't planning on breeding boas, but I think sometime this season, you know, with everything going on, I should be able to afford a really nice IMG combo male. That, you know, I really want the IMG for the boa project. I decided I want to get maybe like another female and a male, and just kind of take it slow and kind of see what happens. Experiment with breeding, you know, a boa or two, because these are truly amazing snakes. They're completely different than the ball pythons, just way different. I feel like there's a bigger respect for them. Even though she's never struck at me or anything like that, I know her power. I've seen her destroy live rats. I mean, just super powerful. I can feel her strength even in the tip of her tail. She's super strong. But I feel like I have a bigger respect for these on like a more spiritual side, if that makes sense. But they're just super awesome, man. I'm glad she was given to me, and she's doing awesome. Really beautiful snake. I love her. She's so pretty. Thanks, man. My fiance wants a red tail boa. Yeah. So these are whatchamacallit, boa constrictor imperators. So they are in the family of the red tail, but this isn't a true red tail boa. A lot of the boas you see in captivity aren't true red tail boas. There is a difference. The true red tails get much bigger, and their tail is very vibrant. I mean, there's no matching a BCC and a BCI when it comes to that tail. The BCIs, or sorry, the BCCs just have a much better looking tail. And yeah, they get huge. Dave Kaufman has a really awesome video where he goes down to like South America somewhere, and he actually finds a red tail boa, a true red tail boa, in the wild, and that tail was just absolutely insane. I mean, that snake was beautiful. One of my buddies that was working at the reptile shop for a few years, he had a true red tail that was massive, and still very vibrant, beautiful girl. But yeah, if you guys remember, when I got her, she came out of a little deli cup. She was really small, a little blue deli cup. No bigger than this. She came out of one of those. So she's doing really good. Let's see. Playing Call of Duty while I'm listening, bro. Excuse my late response. We got to get down on that Warzone, bro. Let me show you what's up. My buddies keep telling me I need to start streaming it because I be doing work, man. It's actually one game I'm really good at. Let's see. But yeah, there's that girl. Remember, we were talking about pinstripes. Let's see. I'll show you my favorite pinstripe combo I have. So I had a love-hate relationship for the pinstripe gene for a very long time. Very early on in my ball python career, one of my first base morphs was a pinstripe female, and that was like the worst eater I had ever had experience with that at that time. And I ended up getting another pinstripe female, and the same thing happened. So I was like, screw the pinstripe gene. These things are horrible, horrible eaters. I don't like them. They don't even mix that well with any combos after all, other than the lemon blast and the super blast. So to heck with it, I sold both of them. I'm like, screw the pinstripe gene. I hate it. I don't like it. Um, and then fast forward many years later, I see the pinstripe desert ghost and the pinstripe lemon blast, or the desert ghost lemon blast, and I was like, that is where pinstripe is shining. And then I also saw it in banana, and pinstripe and banana just goes so well. And then go figure, I'd get the pinstripe desert ghost, and I've got a few holdbacks in that project. And then my buddy JRG that was here in the chat early on, I don't know if he's still here, but we went to the Pomona Reptile Expo, and I went there, just to go hang out. And he was at a table with a couple of my buddies, and I was helping out a little bit at the table. And he busted out a GHI pinstripe male, and I sat there and I just stared at it for a while, and I was like, this is actually kind of cool. I was like, I don't have GHI in my collection. Why not get this male from him? And he was already a breeder size boy, and I picked him up. He gave me a good deal on him, and so I picked him up. And then I was able to produce this girl that same season. And she is my favorite pinstripe combo. She is a GHI pinstripe butter. And I produced a male, same exact combo, but with pastel in it. And I decided I was going to let him go. And he was gorgeous as well. This girl, I can never get her on camera, but she is a smoky, smoky gray. I mean, go look at her on my Instagram. I do a pretty good job capturing her on the Instagram. But you open tubs, you see yellow snakes, you see, orange snakes all the time. And then you open the tub and you see this girl just smoky looking in the back. She just really stands out. She's my favorite pinstripe girl I got. But I've got a few other ones. I've got some lemon blast, double head, desert ghost clowns, and things like that. What snake did I start with? I'll show you what snake I started with. So this was my first ever ball python mutation. It's a bumblebee male. I did have two normal ball pythons before him for many years, but what got me into the ball python breeding was the bumblebee. I was originally breeding bearded dragons, and so I got my foot wet with breeding with those. And then my heart was always in ball pythons. So it was one of my favorite snakes as a kid, and I said, I want to go get another ball python. So I got a female normal just to have as a pet. And then through the breeding of the bearded dragons, I would look at the different color mutations, like leatherback and hypo and all those awesome old school bearded dragon combos. And, I was like, let me see what ball python combos are out there. I know they had clown because I remember having a book and seeing clown, seeing albino, seeing pied, and I remember being absolutely blown away by those morphs. But I was like, let me look at the morphs and see, if people are working with them and producing them. And then I came across the bumblebee ball python, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is the coolest snake I've ever seen. And then I saw that they had pastel out, super pastel, lessers, and a few other combos, but not a whole lot was being done yet. And I managed to score this male at a Triple L Reptile one day when I went in to get some feeders for my female ball python. And again, he was a little over $400, and I snagged him up. And he produced the first ever clutch for me. I've only produced a few clutches with him before I advanced beyond him, and I didn't need him for breeding, but I always said I would keep him no matter what. And here he is 9 years later. I still have him. Still going strong. Nice big boy. But yeah, that's the little story with him and how I got started. Now I got killer bellies, posset puzzles and stuff, all that cool stuff. uh, I like the lavender also. Lavender albinos are really awesome too. I'm not the biggest fan of albinos, but from a breeder standpoint, I don't think there's a whole lot of potential in them that's outside of Enchi and maybe leopard. But I know a lot of people love them, especially in the dreamsicles, which I think are beautiful. But for me, it's just that's not a direction I want to go. I have a GHI pin clown boy, sweet dude. The good old days, right, JRG? Funny story. I actually sold JRG a snake. I don't know how long ago has it been now, JRG? Like 6, 7 years or so. um, Before we knew each other, we met randomly through I think it was Craigslist, and I sold him. I think it was just a regular Mystic male, a Mystic breeder male, and he went on to do amazing things with that male and rehomed him, and yeah, that's just the way it goes. But that was the first time I ever met him, and then we ran into each other again through social media and at the shows, and now we're really good friends. Go figure. Wow, how beautiful. How do you feel about the spider? Um, it's a love-hate relationship for the spider. I think the spider gene itself is one of the prettiest dominant genes out there that you can have, or co-dominant, what they proved out. But it's one of the prettiest looking genes out there. I mean, look at a killer bee ball python in itself. Without knowing what they're worth, without if you were brand new to the snake game, you knew nothing about their value, you saw a killer bee ball python, you're gonna think that's probably the prettiest ball python you've ever seen. They are stunning. And the downside is the head wobble. A lot of people are now starting to go away from the spider gene, including myself. I sold off a bunch of it that I had because unfortunately I can have a 5 gene clown male, but the minute you add spider in it, it devalues that snake for some reason. I can have that same snake without the spider, and I can sell it for this amount. If it's got the spider, for some reason, you have to mark it way down. That way, it'll get sold. It's just so I don't want to breed a whole lot of it. My goal is hopefully with these pot sets, hopefully I get some stock that doesn't have the spider gene that I can hold back. But either way, if I got a spider visual puzzle, I'm gonna keep it. It's just because I'm gonna need that recessive gene. But I mean, I hatched out some of the prettiest killer bees 2 years ago, and they're still. Look at that. Look at, look at that. This girl even has a jack o' lantern. She's got a pumpkin right here. Look at how cool this snake is, man. She expresses almost no wobble. Like, very rare I ever see this girl get a little head turn or anything like that. So there's some good ones out there. There's some quality ones out there. I don't believe you can breed for the quality on the spider gene. It's just spontaneous because I hatched out a 5 gene spider combo female, and she's got a little bit more wobble than she less than I would say a medium wobble. It doesn't express it that often, but it's there and it's noticeable. And it just kind of is what it is. It's spontaneous. Um, that's a killer belly. I've got her sister, which is another killer belly, which looks completely different, but still really pretty. I think this girl's pink. She's in shed. But look, she's in shed, and look how beautiful she is. There's no browning out whatsoever on this snake. No browning out whatsoever. I've got her little biatch sister with one of the best feeding responses in my collection that wants to bite me right now. But look, this is a bumblebelly. Look, this thing is absolutely beautiful. She's a bumblebelly. She's got almost no white on her too, which I like that. But she's a posset puzzle. I think this girl's gonna prove out because look at all that. Just a bumblebelly. That's it. That's all she is. Beautiful. Beautiful girl. Look at that. Like I said, I think spider is one of the best genes. One of the best genes out there. Super cool. And ask any big breeder, they're going to tell you the same thing. Kevin McCurley is going to tell you the same thing. Probably. That's awesome. He was answering that question from earlier. me show you one of my favorite girls in my collection. I know I say that a lot. Oh yeah, she's gonna go into shed. I can see it because she's not as bright. But this girl's gonna go late in the season. I just know it with her feeding response. But she's a hypo pastel leopard. Just absolutely stunning. And she's in shed. Yep, she's turning pink on her belly. Oh, she bit me. It was a quick snap, but I didn't even feel it. I got a little wet on my middle finger. That's it, no blood. That wasn't nice, but she just has a really good feeding response. If you guys haven't seen my Instagram and all the memes lately, you gotta go see the memes. I actually did one on getting bit. Wow, leopard is sick, dude. Leopard is so sick, man. Leopard is so sick. You want to see how sick leopard is? This is how sick leopard is. Look at that. That's how sick leopard is. This is a Gotham. A little piece of stuck shit. But this is a Gotham. Look how vibrant that is. This boy is going to do some work this season. Look at that. If you guys are just tuning in, didn't see the hatching videos last season, this was the very first baby that hatched out last season. And man, I was like a little kid that just won the golden ticket in a Wonka bar. I mean, this was from a het to a het, and I got the freaking Gotham, man. That was just incredible. Yep, this is my boy. Jeff Moore was trying to kidnap him from me when I first hatched him, but I couldn't do it. He offered me a good amount of money too. But he did get the sister that I didn't want to sell. He did get her. I'll show you another leopard combo. One of my big girls that's going to breed this season. Very simple 2 gene, but really pretty. She's a Mojave leopard. She has a complete stripe from head to toe, which is super cool. I couldn't decide what I was going to put to her, but I decided ultimately I'm going to get leopard into Desert Ghost, so we're going to throw the Pastel Enchi Desert Ghost to this girl here. I was originally going to throw the blackhead yellow belly to her, but I need to stick to the plan of getting recessive stuff, so I'm going to go that route. And then I was thinking about putting the blackhead hypo male to her, but nah, I think I'm going to wait because I already have the pastel leopard hypo girl here, so I can save the blackhead hypo for that. Jeff, you're still here. That's funny. But yeah, I think I already showed you the banana clown girl. Let me show off this girl. Man, everything's been eating so well. It's going into shed. Yep, this girl's turning pink. But pastel Enchi pied. What I really love about the pieds, and the reason why I got that pastel leopard yellow belly pied was specifically for this girl. So the Enchi pieds are very, very low white throwing pieds. So that's the only visual pieds that you're going to see, or pied markers you're going to see, in the all white belly. So that's how we know this is a pied and a pastel Enchi pied. But Enchis throw really high pattern, very low white pieds. The leopards, on the other hand, throw very white, very low pattern pieds. So I'm thinking if I hit on an Enchi leopard pied combo, I'm going to get nice medium white snakes, and that's what I want to go for. But beautiful girl. You got to see her out of shed. Absolutely stunning. She's going to go this season. So we're going to get that going. If that pastel leopard yellow belly pied doesn't go, let's see, what did I write down for her backup? The backup is going to be the black pastel yellow belly crystal het hypo, so that we can get some het pied pos het hypos, but with the combination of special black pastel, yellow belly, Enchi, pastel, Mojave, all in that mix. So that's probably what's going to end up taking it, because I really like the special pieds too. Kind of looks like she has a butterfly near her tail. I'll check that out. My husband is looking at me like, "What are you doing, Lil?" I keep saying, "Oh wow." Yeah, he's like, "What kind of freaks are you watching this time of the evening?" Uh, Here's just a straight up pastel Enchi, but she's double het for Desert Ghost and Pied. Tell me you've seen a nicer pastel Enchi at this age. She's right at about 700 grams. Look at how well she's holding her colors. Normally you see a lot of browning out right at about here and up, but this girl is just orange. Look at that. Pastel Enchi, double het, Desert Ghost Pied. There's the Pied markers. There's the Pied tracks. See how there's little train tracks on both sides. And her sister, let me show off her sister too. Ooh, don't get me. There we go. She's same size, just a pastel. Look at that color. Pastels rarely hold their color this long. It's that het influence, man, I tell you. Nice blushed out head. Look at that blushing. Really, really beautiful girl. Look at that. Those Pied tracks. Double het Desert Ghost Pied. So that pastel spot nose. No, not him. Sorry. I need to get a male for these girls. So that's why I'm going to put the pastel Enchi Desert Ghost to a Pied this season so I can shoot for the male. I might even double up and throw it to 2 Pied females just to increase my odds. Just in case one doesn't go, or I get a bad clutch of slugs or something like that. So I think I'm gonna double up on that just to ensure, and then I'll have maybe a pair or two to be able to let go, to hook you guys up with some awesome snakes. I got all my Het Desert Ghost stuff down there. I'm gonna show you a combo you've probably never seen, and it's very simple. And this snake has a lot of wobble, so I'm just letting you know. She's gonna corkscrew. Remember, I need a female Desert Ghost. Cryptic, Krypton, I am still a tad bit confused on that. I need to go back and rewatch your videos as well as Billy's. Go watch Billy and Royal Canadian Reptiles. Yeah, RCR. They explain it the best. Ironically, my Krypton escaped his tub about 3 or 4 days ago, so he's around here somewhere. I gotta find him. They never go too far, and where I'm at now, he can't escape. So he's here somewhere. But I need to find him because he's like a $2,000 male, so I need to find him. I need to find him before he finds the rat rack and manages to get inside somehow. This girl has a lot of wobble, so I'm letting you know. She's got a medium to a higher than normal wobble. Of course she's in shed. Everything's in shed. But this is a Fire Mystic Spider, and you don't see this combo too often. But, man, I gotta show you guys her out of shed. She's almost white. Like, I can't explain it. She's just very, very white when she's not in shed. She's, like, really pink right now, and the camera's not picking it up. But, this is a cool combo. What did I say I was gonna put to her? That's why I wrote it down. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the black pastel yellow belly crystal hit hypo to her because the crystals are acts like supers, so you can either get specials or Mojaves. So I can get Mystic Potion combos out of that. So, and then I can get the Mystic Crystal combos out of that too. So we're gonna go that route. But yeah, guys, we're pushing an hour. I'm gonna wrap it up. I know I'm not going to have time to film a whole lot, so I probably won't post the video until Friday, because I really want to take my time. I want to get good quality footage of the snakes. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys had fun with me tonight. If you like what you see, give the video a thumbs up. I got 12 of you here. I got 7 thumbs up. The more thumbs up I get, I'm going to do more lives. So that's how you guys let me know you want to see more. Maybe next time we'll show the garter snakes. I got a nice pair of albino checkereds. I got a big female albino checkered over there, and we'll show them off. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in. You guys all have a good night, all right? Peace.